Paano po mag-low carb na hindi papayat? This is a very common concern sa mga kalalakihan at doon sa mga ayaw ng pumayat. There are a few things to look at po. Unang-una, make sure that nutrition is optimized. Ibig sabihin, nami-meet natin yung ating mga protein requirement. Many times when we start with this lifestyle, hindi maiwasan na magkaroon ng calorie deficit. Yung calorie amount of energy na food na kinakain natin, bumababa siya. Especially doon sa mga hindi nakakaalam na meron palang tinatawag na protein requirement, meron palang fat requirement. Because you don't feel as hungry sa lifestyle na ito, hindi ka masyadong madalas kumain, hindi katulad nung high carb ka pa rin. So kung less na beses ka nang kumakain sa isang araw, obviously bababa yung iyong caloric intake. Kasi sabihin natin, dati-rati, 6 times ka kumakain per day, right? Kasi pag high carber ka, lagi kang gutom. Meron kang breakfast, lunch, dinner, meron kang morning snack, afternoon snack, minsan pa may evening snack. So that's easily 6 meals a day. Tapos bigla ka nag-low carb, bigla mong napansin na hindi ka na madalas nagugutom and you shifted from 6 meals to suddenly 2 meals. So that's a very big difference. So imagine yung calorie cut down na mangyayari from 6 meals to 2 meals. So that's the first problem, is nagkakaroon ng masyadong malaking calorie deficit. Idagdag pa syempre dyan yung water losses natin, right? When you go low carb, you start accessing yung mga temporary plus yung mga other storage systems ng taba sa katawan. And in the beginning, ang laki ng water loss na nangyayari as you access that glycogen store, for example, sa liver, yung mga storage na fat na nasa muscles ninyo. So you will notice really a big amount of weight loss. So paano maiiwasan? Unang-una, make sure na ang mga kinakain natin are nutrient dense. Nandun yung karne, syempre itlog, nuts. These are some of the most nutrient dense. Meron ding mga gulay that are nutrient dense, and fruits, nutrient dense. Sa maliit na particle, marami na nutrients na nandoon na kailangan natin. Nandun yung macronutrients, and then it has all the micronutrients, vitamins, minerals. Hindi kailangan masyadong kumain ng malaking portion para makuha lahat ng sustansya na yon. So that's number 1, eating nutrient-dense food, meeting your protein requirements, obviously. Pag kulang ang ating protein requirement, kukuha ang katawan sa ating muscles. So then, muscle wasting starts to happen. So hindi maganda ang muscle wasting because it contributes further to more weight loss. Plus, hindi po healthy, manghihina kayo. And then the other bit of good advice regarding prevention of muscle losses and too much weight loss, of course, is yung ating exercise. So exercise has to be included. Anong klase ng exercise? Hindi lang po basta-bastang exercise. A lot of people think na pag sinabing exercise, cardio agad. Hindi po. So in our lifestyle, it's very important to understand na kailangan meron din tayong muscles nga. So it's supposed to be resistance training, muscle building exercise. So there are a few different things po. Again, nutrient density, meeting your protein requirement, fat requirement, of course, building your muscles. Kasama na dyan yung tamang education talaga sa sarili po. Para magawa natin ito ng tama at hindi tayo nagka-calorie deficit.